Hi everyone, this is Mithilesh. Today's topic will be the role of language in thought and perception. Before going into the topic, let me ask you a question. Whether language determines our thought or thought determines our language. Please comment down and answer this. Huh. Let's see the hypothesis proposed by Benjamin Wolf, also known as Linguistic Relativity and also known as Sapir-Whorf hypothesis. This hypothesis propounded that language determines the thought and the perception of the world. Classical research done by Benjamin Wolf was the comparing of snow word in Eskimos and English language. He found that Eskimos had more specified words for snow. By this, he concluded that Eskimos perceived snow very differently. But yet, there are certain drawbacks in this research. That it wasn't a systematical cross-cultural studies, and he underestimated the words for snow. So, this hypothesis have led to a lot of controversies in the community, but also it was the stepping stone for spirited debate in our community regarding how the role of language in our thought and perception. Later researchers have neglected this hypothesis, but new evidence suggests that there is some sort of relation between language we acquired and the thought and the perception of the world. The new research took an African language in which blue and green had the same word, the blue and green color, I mean. So, what they were trying to test was that African person who acquired that language were able to discriminate quickly as possible as the people speaking English language. Yeah, the research concluded what they were aiming. The thing was, African language speaking person weren't able to discriminate as fast as English people. So by this, they concluded that language plays a vital role in color perception. Additional studies have found that culture's color category can shape subjects' similarity judgment and grouping of colors. One of the recent studies is from Robertson et al. 1998 study. A brain damaged person who was suffering from naming disorder. The loss of labels radically impaired his ability to categorize colors. Another new evidence is from Osborne and Davis study that took in 2002. He concluded that a new perceptual color category boundary can be induced through laboratory. That is, he can train a person to perceive a different color shade easily compared to as others. Other studies have also concluded that language have a certain extent of impact in motion, time, and shape that we perceive. Finally, we will come to the conclusion whether researchers have accepted it or not. Of course, yes, they have accepted it. But to which extent of the hypothesis they have accepted? The debate is still going on whether which extreme end that is whether the language totally determines our thought or to some extent the language determines our thought and the perception. So, for you guys to get a better clarity on this topic, I'm taking in an example from Indian context. That is, I'm comparing Tamil and English in terms of blood relations. I'm taking Chittappa and Mama in Tamil and uncle in English. Chittappa means father's brother and Mama means mother's brother. But in context, in English, uncle depicts both the relations. So let's put it like this: when a UK or US citizen comes to your home and asks who's your uncle, you are put in a dilemma to choose whom. So by this we can conclude that to a certain extent language determines our thought. So that's all for today's video. Thank you.